the deck.
JTM sends Rollins to his fall. JTM is our new champion. What the hell? Who the hell was that? Bryan Danielson.
Poor John boy, huh? Well, I'm glad you have broken free from being Rollins. But now, I'm going to make you mine.
After the events of GCW Extreme Rules, Seth Rollins teams up with the Blackpool Combat Club against JTM and the Briscoes. Stay till the end as we announce the first match for the GCW Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Now this is a very interesting six-man tag team match with the Briscoes aligning themselves with JTM to give him a helping hand against the Blackpool Combat Club and his arch rival Seth freaking Rollins. Here we go!
Yeah, we're gonna start things off with Moxley and Jay Briscoe, two of the hardest hitters you'll find around. And here we go.
You can see the fire burning within both of these men's eyes as they go tit for tat, blow for blow at the beginning round of this match. Chops, slaps, elbows, anything you can think of. Mox and Jay Briscoe are gonna throw at each other.
And Jay Briscoe doesn't look happy having gone down.
Big boot to the side of the head of Mox sends him to the outside. Jay Briscoe has the upper hand so far, and now Jay's gonna fly and turn the innovator of unscripted violence inside out, but here goes Bryan! With that huge knee to the side of the head of Briscoe.
That was nicely done by Bryan.
Already this match is fast and furious.
Yeah, you're right, as Bryan is celebrating himself, but there comes Mark Briscoe with the drop kick through the rope. And he likes that. And here comes Rollins.
Now wait a minute, JTM! He's definitely not done with Rollins!
Yeah, but now...
I think he just knocked him out cold! And now JTM looking for the opportunity to take flight and take revenge on Bryan Danielson! And oh my God, whoa!
Yeah, Moxley's saving him.
JTM getting sent flying across our table, courtesy of Jon Moxley. And now Mox is about to feel the wrath of Jay Briscoe with the German suplex and a cactus jack elbow by Mark Briscoe. Talk about a double whammy.
Yeah, this is why the Briscoes are so good as a unit. Here comes Jay.
And he gets his head taken off with that clothesline. But it's not yet over for this matchup.
Yeah, it was nicely done. Hard lariat to the head of Jon Moxley. As Rollins still in the ring.
Seth Rollins still feeling the effects of that knockout shot from JTM, and now the punishment just keeps on coming. Seth Rollins forced to retreat outside of the ring. Bryan gets the tag. He's looking for those patented drop kicks into the corner. Bryan is a master of agony when it comes to putting punishment onto his opponents with those vicious kicks.
Yeah, he indeed is.
Not only that, Bryan is a damn daredevil as it seems, but oh my God! Whoa! Ducks the clothesline, does Bryan.
And there comes the flying lariat by Bryan.
To the face of Jay Briscoe. Bryan is on fire, and Jay Briscoe is on wobbly knees when he ducks the kick and tags in his brother. Here comes Mark Briscoe from the top springboard dropkick, but able to duck does Bryan once again. But not that one.
Nicely done there again by Mark. So quick.
Mark Briscoe is having the time of his life in here. He lives and breathes for this sport. But Bryan Danielson is a master of this sport. Oh! German suplex, but there's Moxley from the outside, allowing Bryan to land that roundhouse kick to the top of the bald head. But Mark Briscoe,
my God!
It's a big boot. Suicide dive to Mox. It damn near broke through the barricade. There comes Bryan with the same idea. Valley driver with a little bit of roll on it from the top of that double stop. JTM.
Yeah, Rollins knows how that feels, and here he comes.
Psycho knee to the face of Seth.
Nicely done here again by JTM.
He whipped that out against Bane and FAW in that classic barn burner of a match. But outside, there's Malachi Black.
Yeah, the man that has cost JTM so much suffering, but there comes Mark, and he takes care of the disciple of Rollins. Now JTM coming after Rollins. Rollins able to counter.
Super kick, oh my God!
My God, he hit him.
Hey, Seth, come on, tag me back in.
Now Bryan.
Bryan Danielson wants back into this matchup. As now Moxley is just dragging the lifeless body of JTM back into the ring so that Bryan can finish him off, it seems.
Yeah, that's what Bryan wanted.
How does that feel, huh?
Psycho knee, but wait a minute.
Oh.
JTM still has life. JTM still has
But
fight.
look, there comes Bryan. Bryan. Oh!
Oh my God, Shining Wizard to the face. Ducks the clothesline. Uppercut. Jay Briscoe has Seth Rollins up top, looking for the Doomsday Device. Here it comes.
Oh,
But wait,
no.
Moxley puts a stop to it.
Yeah, Moxley saving Rollins, his old partner there. And
Oh
oh!
my God! What a knee to the temple of Mox. Sends him crashing down, and now JTM looking to finish what Jay Briscoe started. Double foot stop. My God!
Oh,
But there's Bryan to pick up the scraps.
Oh my
And one
God!
to Jay Briscoe as well.
Nicely done there by Bryan, and now he has everybody down, and especially JTM.
JTM is rocked. Bryan is hungry to finish this off, to finish the rivalry that started so long ago. Psycho knee once again avoided by JTM.
Oh
Spike
my
Bryan.
God! Spiked him on the head.
Planted the top of Bryan's head onto the canvas, and JTM is feeling himself. It's feeling like the end times for Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, and it might be with that burning hammer that is about to come in. But Bryan, what a counter! Psycho knee! Psycho knee! My God! Bryan saw that burning hammer coming and was able to flip out of it. Brilliantly done by Danielson.
JTM just won't quit. And Bryan Danielson knows that for damn sure.
Yeah, and I think Bryan wants to finish him off
I don't
here.
know what he's going to have to do to take him down. I don't know what Bryan Danielson has in his mind to keep JTM on the ground, not being able to fight back.
Time to tap.
Oh, he wants to tap. He wants to tap him.
Wait a
But
minute.
oh!
I think he went for that cattle mutilation, but Bryan is in trouble. Burning hammer. There it is. JTM not taking any chances with his old rival.
He got him.
Up top. Moonstomp. There it is. He
But
landed it perfectly. But wait a minute. Paradigm shift. Seth Rollins allows Jon Moxley to get the pinfall onto JTM.
What a victory here for Jon Moxley.
My God, what a battle! But it seemed like JTM got the better of Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, that's true. But there you see the tag out of camera by Moxley that allowed him to hit that paradigm
What a
shift.
sneaky son bitch Jon Moxley is proving to be. Seth Rollins seems to have escaped this battle unscathed as the Blackpool Combat Club stared down their fallen enemy.
Yeah, but you gotta think Bryan wanted to be the one to take down JTM. Oh,
What the hell? Who the hell is this? The Dangerous Techers! Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi setting their sights on the Briscoes?
I mean, we haven't seen them in forever. Former GCW Tag Team Champions, and Bryan also seems to not be done with JTM here. Oh my God. Oh no.
And now Bryan laying out the punishment onto JTM.
Well, Moxley is just enjoying his victory. Oh my God. Techers are back.
All right. Since everyone seems to be getting in their shit right now, let me make a little challenge here as well. I just scored a big clean pinfall victory here, and I know these things mean shit in GCW, don't they? Since my boy Bryan here seems to be busy for the foreseeable future, I might throw myself back into the title picture. What do you think?
Oh.
And don't worry. I know Roman is GCW champion, Seth is the Extreme champion. Yeah, I know we all have enough of these goddamn Shield matches.
I mean, that's kind of true.
So... Gunther!
Oh!
How about we beat the shit out of each other at the Royal Rumble?
I seem to like it.
Edge, Ishii, as far as I know, you are one defense away from claiming that GCW World Title match. Both of these guys are good, but they are no Jon Moxley. So if you truly think you deserve to be at the top of this company, you better goddamn prove it and beat me first.
Jon Moxley has laid out a challenge of his damn career against the dominant Intercontinental Champion of GCW, former member of the United Empire, Gunther!
And if Gunther wins, it's his third defense, which means a world title shot.
Royal Rumble is about to host a slobber knocker of a match between Jon Moxley and the Ring General, Gunther.
I can't wait.